morning, everybody.
How are you? How are you?
I'm okay, I guess.
Okay.
I had a grovelly voice today.
Okay.
Woke up with a head full of, allergy snoot.
Uh-huh.
I'm good.
I'm Joanne from Magpies Cottage.
I'm Amy.
Welcome back.
Happy first day of spring.
Yes, it is. So our big spring clean sale is going on.
Okay, you can't see this, but there
Oh,
are
my
baskets.
goodness.
Baskets.
Some earth in there. Richard DeVries kits.
Okay.
Opal sock yarn. And it keeps going and going and going.
It's spring cleaning here at Magpies Cottage, and yeah, Joanne is moving yarn.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, it's
I want to get
amazing.
new stuff, so I got to get rid of the old stuff so I can get new stuff.
Well, and there's so much out there that you want to get. Obviously, nobody can carry it all, anyways. But
Right.
there comes a time when you just need to redo it. It's just
Yep.
like even at the house. For some reason it just like hits you. No, I'm done looking at that
Right.
wall color or whatever.
And I've been marking stuff down for 2 weeks. And
Yeah.
it was 7 o'clock last night. And I had to send the email to tell everybody about the sale. And I was like, I got to just be done now because I'm out of time. But I could probably still go and get another 10 laundry baskets full of stuff.
Okay, so
But I'll wait and do that for the sidewalk sale in July.
yeah. So anyways,
Yeah.
you put this all on the website, right?
Everything's on the website. The whole clearance sale is on the website. It's not set up for in-store shopping. It's set up so you go on the website, pick out what you want, I'll pack it, and then you can come pick it up or I'll mail it to you.
Yeah. There's there's sweater quantities of stuff. Lots of baby yarn things in here.
Yeah.
Sock yarn, bulky yarn.
Yeah.
All the Misty alpaca.
Yeah, there's a ton of Misty alpaca. That's
So,
a big thing.
yeah.
And I'm going to let it run for at least 2 weeks. Sale will be going on for at least 2 weeks. But go quick so you get what you want.
Definitely.
Things sell out. All the sweater quantities will sell first, I'm sure. And then, the onesies, twosies will be what's left. So go quick if you want a sweaters quantity.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, how's your hand?
It is less sore,
Yay!
but that's because I'm not knitting at all. And I most times have my finger taped. If I keep my finger taped and stable and don't bend it at all, then my hand don't hurt.
Okay.
It's when I try to grip anything, and it's like anything. So even like making change, writing with a pen, all
oh
that
my
stuff.
gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But if I keep it taped, keep it stabilized, I'm okay. I've been okay with this crochet hook, the fancy Addie crochet hook. I got a whole bunch more of these coming in. Since they're working for me, I'm going to stock a lot more. Right now I just have 3 sizes, I think. So I'm going to get like 8 sizes.
Okay, so you were knitting a scarf out of this.
Yeah, I was knitting a scarf out of this. This is the rest of the ball of that Marmel, which is a new yarn we're going to carry for this spring. And Amy had the good idea that I should make a market bag. And I thought, I go to Aldi's, I need a bag. So I just did the bottom in a circle, where you increase 6 every row, single crochet. Just went round and round. And you can see that's how I mark my beginning of row. I don't know if I ever showed you that. But every time I do a beginning of a row, I flip it back and forth, and it looks like a running stitch. So, because you can't use stitch markers on crochet.
Well, you could use the locking kind. No?
No, because they don't slide every time. They stay wherever you put them.
No, but the locking kind that you would put on the stitch.
You'd have to move it, though, every single row.
Okay.
This is much easier. Just flip it back and forth.
Obviously not a crocheter.
I've been doing it a long time.
Okay, I trust her. I mean, no, I'm just kidding.
So,
I just was thinking out loud, like, wouldn't a stitch marker work? The kind that you lock, the pin kind.
Yeah, but this one, you just flip it forward and back.
Okay.
You
Well,
know,
that makes
forward
sense.
one row, back the next.
It makes sense. I can see how easy
Yeah.
it would be.
So
Definitely.
then now I'm just doing double crochet chain 1, and yeah, it'll be a market bag. I hope I have enough left with this. Maybe if I don't, I might rip out that scarf I started that I decided was only a swatch now.
See, I told you. I was not liking it as a scarf the way it was knitting up, and you were bound and determined to keep going with that thing. I'm going, no,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so this hook has been okay for me.
Well, that's a
I
lot
don't-
of progress. But I didn't realize you were doing this, and
Yeah.
so that's quite a bit of progress for that.
About a week and a half.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Just a little bit each day, because I can't do a lot, but I can go around, you know, at least 2 whole rows, and then my hand doesn't hurt.
Well, that's good.
So that's good, yeah. So that's what that is. What have you been working on?
Well, I have 2 finished objects.
Okay.
Now, the pom-pom has to be blown a little bit, but this is the Lotus Flower Hat, and I knit it in Malabrigo Chunky.
Cool.
Okay, I did not enjoy knitting it. I will be honest, full disclosure here, because I knit this, the Lotus Flower stitch is made with, you knit 3 together, do not take them off, yarn over, and then knit 3 together in those same 3 stitches to get this lotus flower. And to do that, okay, that hurt my hand. And it was because, I figured it out, because it's short. My hands don't like short needle tips. And when you work on a 16-inch circular, you have short needle tips, whether you like it or not. And my hands would have been happier if I would have magic looped this.
Yeah.
Because I would have I knit this on a 10.5, and I would have taken my 10.5 Audi turbos, and those barrels are slick, and I would have been able to get through that stitch. As it was, I was knitting with Knitter's Pride, the metal, what are they called?
The Nova Platina?
No.
Or the new ones? The Mindful?
No. It's the ones that I shouldn't use.
Oh, Zing, the
Zings,
aluminum
thank you.
ones.
Yeah, I was knitting on aluminum zings. And normally I don't knit on zings because I just, for
Yeah,
some
your
reason,
tension.
my tension is never right. But for a hat like this, tension didn't matter. So anyways, I was knitting it on the zings, and the zings just didn't slip for me. And it was a 16-inch tip. Okay, so it took me the longest hat ever, because I think I started it last week Saturday. And I would only do a little bit at a time. And then the other night I said, nope, I want it off my needles. I love it. It's gorgeous. It's such a cute hat. But damn, it hurt to knit.
So if you knit really tight, don't do this hat.
Or if you knit really tight, give yourself a lesson on knitting loose. So, but I like it. It'll go in my my Christmas basket of hats. So, and I happened to have a black pom-pom.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
I could
looks
have put
good on it.
I could have put a red or a pink one on there, but nah,
No, I like the black.
I do too.
Yeah.
So, and I have enough of this red and black left that I might do, I don't know, some mittens or something with it.
I like the tonal red because it looks like, the flowers are different by color. Only a few times 2 colors in one flower. They're all,
Right.
it just looks cool.
Yeah, so this turned out really well. And then, so I got that done this week. And then, okay. Remember, I think I showed it one podcast, the Star Wars knitting book.
Yes.
I did show that, okay.
Yes.
Well, this is the first project out of the Star Wars knitting book. Okay. It's R2, it's not R2D2, it's C3PO. You can see, there's his eyes.
Yeah, in a line for his mouth.
Yeah, and his nose.
Okay, yep.
So it is C3PO.
Okay,
And I really like the way it turned out.
good. And that's going to your son?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it his birthday soon, or is it
Yeah,
just
April.
Okay.
So hopefully I'll get, I want to do the set of pillows. I want to do R2D2 as well.
Okay.
So, but this one's done. I don't know. I think the problem with it is that it looks sunny yellow, like minion yellow, not solid, gold metal. oh well.
Yeah.
You know, it's what I had.
That's okay.
What I had. I mean, I could have maybe made this color the main color, and then gone with something that was more like an antique gold for the other. I mean, okay, so I think the reason it doesn't really look like C3PO all that much is because of the color. Looks like it's minion yellow, not.
But maybe if you have it in a set.
Well, and when you see this
It'll
next to
be-
R2D2,
Yeah.
I think that you'll see that it's C3PO.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm thinking.
So I mean, yeah, it turned out really nice. So I'm very happy with it.
Cool.
And my Kitchener stitch isn't too bad. Remember how I
You
had?
got it inside out though.
No, the ridge is supposed to be there.
Oh, okay.
The Kitchener stitch is here. See, you have a turning ridge.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So I did
then,
a
yeah.
provisional cast on,
Okay.
and then so you start out with a provisional cast on like down there, and then knit the front. And then some of this is duplicate stitch, some of it is in tarsia.
Okay.
Okay, and then you do a turning ridge. There's a purl row there,
Okay.
and then you just knit the back plane.
Okay.
And then when you get down here, you take your provisional cast on out, and you, well, actually, what I did with it, you mattress stitch your sides. Okay, so what I did was I mattress stitched here, got to here, switched to the Kitchenered here, then flipped it over and finished off this side with mattress stitch.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So, it was like one long continuous seam, and I was very happy with the way that turned out.
Good.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So I'm happy. I like it.
Good.
And then the other thing I've been working on are eggs. So I watch Arnie and Carlos because those two guys, I consider us the American version of Arnie and Carlos.
Yeah. Oh, they're a hoot.
They
Oh,
are a
they
hoot.
are
Okay,
a hoot.
I don't know. Maybe we're not that funny. I don't know. But anyways, so they did the in Advent. They did like a Christmas ball, done in color work for like one a day
Yeah.
for like all of December or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
I know the pattern's out on their website. I'm gonna buy it. But I also have a book that was put out by them. It's 52 Christmas balls, or 55.
55, yeah.
Yeah, 55 Christmas balls, and I really like the book. And actually, I read the book to help me do these
Oh,
because
okay.
I wanted to get their best tips ever on how to knit these little tiny color work things in the round.
Oh, okay.
So this was day one. Cute little duckies going all around. The beak is added later. It's embroidered on, but then you start at the base here, and then, well, it's got little orange feet. Okay, so, and then you repeat the pattern. You increase faster than you decrease
Yeah,
to get the egg shape.
sure.
And then, so it's
Yep.
So that was day one. And then
Okay.
I stuffed it the way they recommended, stuffing it with this wool batting. And I will tell you, I mean, when I hold it, this wool batting stays real firm.
Okay.
It's a different feel than the other
And
things
the
that I've...
polyester.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
yeah. Okay, so then this one was day two, and I think this one's really pretty.
Oh, yeah.
And it starts out with the green on the bottom, and then you've got this flower. Now, day three is drying at home. That one's done. I just have to stuff it. And then, yeah, everyone has been... So I'm going to have a dozen eggs. I'm doing one a day, and I'm having fun with this.
Yeah. I watched the video for this one, and it was a 5-minute video. You know, they say, oh, this is just a 5-minute
Yeah,
video.
right.
I looked at the timeline, 31 minutes.
I know. Well, they always got a dumb story.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And they recap last week, too, about his friend getting locked in the garbage palace.
The garbage palace. Really?
Well, they had an issue with travelers would come in and put garbage in their garbage cans when they put them out for the, for the garbage men to come.
Okay.
People would stop and dump garbage, and I guess they're really picky in Norway on your recyclable sorting.
Okay.
And so their garbage kept getting left because people would put a bag of diapers in the recycling one or
Oh.
something, you know? So their garbage wasn't getting picked up. So them and a neighbor built a little wood hut to
Okay.
lock their garbage up, and they put a numbered lock on it and gave the garbage men the code.
Oh.
So, but when it was really windy, the neighbor lady went in there to put her garbage in, and the door blew shut and locked.
Oh, no.
And they didn't put a handle on the inside. They never
no.
thought about it.
So there she's stuck
Yeah,
in the
she
garbage
was stuck
palace.
quite a while, and she was yelling and screaming. And I think eventually she kicked her way out and broke the lock.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
Yeah. Oh, and then there was the fish story he retold. Carlos was busy in the kitchen when the fish truck came, so Arnie bought fish. And needless to say, they're going to be eating fish and crab for the next 6 months every day.
Well, you know, in Norway you do eat more fish, but
Yeah.
still.
Yeah.
So, then there was another story in the second episode that was really funny too. Now I can't remember.
Oh.
You know, you're watching like this 30-minute thing every day,
Yeah.
and it's like they all kind of run together.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, what's interesting is this one I did not block.
Okay.
All right, and this one I did, and I think blocking makes a difference.
Well, this one you had to catch floats, right? And this one, did you have to?
I did like in here.
Okay. Because sometimes, yeah, you can see the floats when you don't block. But, yeah, stuff like this, when you stuff it, I don't catch floats.
Well, I was going to experiment with this, and that's
Yeah.
kind of what this is. The one I did last night, I had to catch floats in some places. Their word was like, you catch it for 7 stitches, but less than 7 you do not.
Oh, okay. They had the instructions in there for that?
That's what they were
Okay.
saying. And then the other tip that they had, every one of these has a tip on how on knitting them. The other thing that the last tip that I watched, I'm behind an episode right now, but was using, if you're going to use double points, use wood like bamboo.
Yeah, yep. That was on the first one. I saw that tip. That's the only one I've saw.
So
far.
this one I magic looped on my Audi Turbos. This one I did double points. I double pointed it on my bamboos.
Okay.
And I don't know. So now, because I know that I blocked this one, and did not block this one, I'm going to, that's the other one I got to block. The next one I am going to use my turbos again, magic loop it, but block it.
Okay. I'd wash this one even stuffed.
Well, I could. Because this yarn holds up really well. The other thing is, the Audi Turbos is a 3mm. The bamboo is 275.
Yeah. The Addies are always off. Like what they list as a size 1 is really a 1.5. If you look at any other company. So, yeah, you have to be very careful with theirs.
Well, and I can't help but wonder, was that difference in size, that quarter of a millimeter, enough to make a difference?
Yeah.
I mean, my stitches do look a smidge smaller.
But this egg looks taller.
Yeah, it might just be. This one comes to more of a point. Yeah.
Okay.
They're really actually about the same.
Okay.
The other thing that they were doing too is they were hanging them. I'm not going to hang them. I have no place to hang them anyway, so I'm not going to bring in a dead tree for hanging eggs on.
Oh, okay. I'd make a bunting.
I could do that.
Yeah, like crochet a chain. Hang them on there.
I could do that. I could put that across the
Or I-cord.
fireplace.
Yeah.
Cora's working on I-cord.
Oh, let her do the I-cord for your bunting for this.
I want to hang it before Easter, not next Christmas.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
she gets it. She's doing fine with it.
Uh-huh.
However, there's no sitting that sitter. So,
Yeah, yeah.
So, and then I have a swatch.
Okay.
I have my swatch. And this is the Juniper Moon Farms Zoe, whatever.
Yeah, it's got 2 O's, so I don't know if it's Zoe or Zooey.
Okay, but I really like it. This I washed in the dryer. It was itchy knitting because it's got that linen.
Yeah.
But boy, it sure is not.
Yeah.
So,
That yarn really bloomed too. Let's show you the stitch definition up close if we can.
yeah.
See
No,
how
it's,
that bloomed nice, filled in, really good.
yeah, I really am happy with this. So, now I like this gauge. I knit this on the right needle size for the pattern.
Okay.
Oh, I just did that because I didn't know what my gauge was going to be being a new yarn. So, but I like this gauge. So now I'm going to back into my size for my sweater. So
Okay.
that may get on the needles this weekend.
Ah,
It may get on there. I don't know.
good.
I have a couple stealth projects that I want to finish.
Okay.
So,
All right.
and then of course you'll notice Ultra.
All right. Very nice. That turned out beautifully. Yep.
Love that sweater.
Yeah.
I'm so happy with the way this turned out.
Mm-hmm.
It is the most
Sleeves are good
comfortable.
length. Everything
Yeah.
looks good.
Yeah. I mean, it is so comfortable wearing.
Good.
And so now what I want to get, I got just a black t-shirt on today, but I want to get a red one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I want to
That'll
get a
be
nice
cute.
red t-shirt to wear underneath this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm shopping for now.
Yeah.
Um,
And this was Perth.
yes,
Um,
this is Perth. And then this was, this was Regia sock yarn. That it's
the
this
flannel colorway.
flannel color. And I
Yeah.
used about 3.5 skeins of it. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I am just thrilled. And like here's my inside where my steek was.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see your ribbon on there.
Yeah, my
Okay.
ribbon's in,
Cool.
and it just covers up that steek nice, so I don't have, raw
yeah, if it
edges.
flips open, yeah.
Yeah,
that's nice.
well, yeah. If it would flip open, it does look nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
And the buttons look great.
yeah. Well, I'm indebted for life for those apparently.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
were her from her button stash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
but they
home
are
stash.
perfect on here. I just love them.
Good.
So, yes, there it is. Ultra is done. So that's all I did this week.
Okay. I
What'd you
dyed
do this week?
yarn. Well, I worked on that a little bit. I dyed yarn. This is my March Lion. I don't know why I don't have the. I have this in the silk, but it must be at home yet if I didn't bring it up here. I don't like the way the bamboo dyed.
No.
It's like it took the gold or the tan, whatever you want to call it, and then when I put the gray and black on top of it, it didn't absorb anymore. It must have been at capacity for dye or something. So this turns out a lot lighter. The MCN, this is DK MCN.
That is so
That
pretty.
turned out a lot nicer. So, yep, that's my yarn that I dyed. It's on the website. So I will bring in the silk, the 50/50 silk next week and the minis. So, yeah, those aren't up yet. So that's what I did. And then, I was going to try to weave this week. That was a bust. First of all, I have a big 4-shaft shot loom that I had here, and then I took it home. And the stand is separate from the loom. So I had the loom just sitting on a table in the basement, and I was going to put the stand on. I turned it on its side, put the pegs all in the holes, slid it to the end of the table, and then I was going to turn it and stand it up. I didn't put any weight on the stand at all yet, and the 2 of the pegs snapped right off. So
That's frustrating.
yeah, so that was frustrating. I did end up taking it by my brother-in-law, and he drilled those out and all the glue out so I could put new pegs in. So that's ready for me to put new pegs in. And I just so happened to go to Liz's house after that, and she had the pegs that I needed. So that was good, too.
Meant to be.
Yeah, so I haven't restarted that up yet. Then I have a rigid head loom. Liz was weaving on it, so I thought, I'll just finish that for her. And I went and I started doing it, and I could not get a clean shed to put the shuttle through. It was like the warp yarn was so fuzzy. and it looked like a worsted weight, probably acrylic or something, or some kind of blend. But it was so fuzzy, it wouldn't go up and down. And then I looked too, I said, you know, it shouldn't have been that bad. And I counted the dent. It's an 11 dent reed, and I think for worsted you should have like a 7. So it was much too fine for her yarn. So I took that whole thing off the loom, and I'm gonna have to warp something new and put it on there. I was thinking about maybe putting a cotton dishcloth on there. Something finer.
Very interesting.
Yeah, so no weaving got done in the end.
Well, I am starting the rec department classes are starting up again. So on April 19th, I am able to go weave again at Pigeon River.
Okay.
So what my plan is, I am going to warp up for my pillow fronts. I'm going to play with twills. I'm going to play with twill patterns. And so that I'll warp up for, you know, twill pattern. And then I'll make my pillow fronts. And I'm going to, but as I do that, I'm going to do 2 sets of warp. Okay? And then one I'm going to bring home. And I'm going to warp up my home loom with the same thing.
Okay.
So that the conventional wisdom is when you warp up a loom to do multiple things, like, say, multiple towels. Warp it so you only do 4.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
4 is the rule of thumb. So I'm going to have
say too,
4 pillow fronts on, and then I will do 4 at home. You know, and see, I want to experiment with different twills, and I will use the same size, reed. I'm going to literally do the project twice, because what I want to do is when I do it at Pigeon River in the class, I have all of Nancy's support on how to do it. Then I want to be able to take it home to my home loom and replicate it. And I think that would be a really good way to work with my home loom.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and then I have decided that I am going to use my rigid heddle, and I want to do like some mug rugs or something like that.
Yeah.
Something very small like that on there. That'll be my first project on that, because that's new. It's not even out of the box. So.
Yeah, I'd like to also do a rag rug, because I got tons of fabric too. Just use carpet warp and then do a rag rug. That's another dream of mine. We'll see how we get going this week.
Wow.
So that's all my craftiness.
Well.
Everything's been gearing up for the sale, so go online and check out the sale.
Yeah, because there's beautiful yarns here.
Yep, magpiescottage.net, or you can go to magpiescottage.com. Either one takes you to the same place. I bought both domains and have one send you to the other.
There you go. Nobody's going to steal your name.
No.
Okay. Well, yeah. Then I guess that's it for this week. Go out and enjoy some sunshine.
Yeah, spring is sprung.
Yeah. Sounds good. Alrighty.
Okay. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.